Welcome to Moments with Marianne. This is your host, Marianne Pastana. We're here today with special guest, Dr. Mark Mincolla, who's here to share with us the way of miracles. So did you know that we can create miracles in our everyday lives? Well, today's guest is here to share with us just that. So Dr. Mark Mincolla is a nutritional therapist and quantum energy healer who has transformed the lives of more than 60,000 people over the last 42 years. Through his innovative genius, he has integrated ancient Chinese energy healing techniques with cutting-edge nutritional science in what he calls electromagnetic muscle testing, a one-of-a-kind approach that zeroes in on each individual's unique nutritional needs. Dr. Mincolla was awarded the 2021 Divine Contribution to Humanity Award, and his award-winning film, The Way of Miracles, received 17 awards, including the Best Health Awareness Film of 2021. Dr. Mincolla has authored 7 international best-selling books to date and has appeared on Dr. Oz, Better TV, along with numerous national TV and radio shows. So welcome to the show, Dr. Mark Mincolla.
Thank you so much. Great to be here.
What an honor it is to have you here and to have another discussion. I'd like to dive into the way of miracles. What is that?
Well, we tend to operate at levels below our capabilities. That's not an unusual thing in this world. I think people need to think in terms of their spirituality, to combine spirituality with day-to-day reality. If you able to elevate your consciousness, you're able to elevate your energy, you're able to elevate your ability to produce results, higher levels. So when we think whenever we meditate, our mind gets clear. There's no confusion. There's no garbage in the mind. The mind gets cleared out. Meditation is really important. And any kind of spiritual work that we clear ourselves out with will leave us in a position to be more clear. So the way of miracles says we're not used to thinking in terms of miracles as being a normal thing, a day-to-day thing. We think of those as something Mother Teresa can do, or the Pope can do it. I can't do it, We need to think in terms of our ability to operate our mind and our spirit and our soul at deeper levels, at levels that are limitless, and to be able to operate at a level of deep clarity, consciousness at a higher level, to transform our lives so we operate at a higher level all the time, and to grow into the vision of having miracles be a normal thing, day-to-day, regular day-to-day reality. When we think about our miracles as day-to-day reality, we start working deeper within our souls and our spirits, and the essence of our mind. We gain greater power, greater sense of ability to regulate results, to get results. It's miracles really aren't miracles. The miracle happens in the self. When you operate yourself at a miracle level, then miracles happen within you and around you. So the objective is to make sure that you realize that you're the miracle. You're the miracle. You need to be conscious of that. Elevate your operation, day-to-day life. Then whatever you do will be a miracle.
Wow. That's just so impressive. And I could see how this would have applications, not just for healing our bodies and creating those miracles within our lives, but with everything we do.
Absolutely. No question about that. That's so true. And like I said, you're the miracle. What you do the things you do shouldn't be focused on as the miracle. The miracle is you. Because if you operate at the level you're capable of operating, like in other words, it's not just, we know how wonderful meditation is. I say we have to become the meditation. You don't do meditation, you become the meditation. When you become the meditative spirit, the meditative energy, the infinite capability shows up on the spot. And it helps us to produce results that are truly miraculous. So we need to think in terms of how much we shortchange ourselves, how much we limit ourselves, how much we don't believe in ourselves, how much we don't love ourselves. Those are those things that happen in lieu of a miracle. to have the love of self, to love yourself, to really truly learn how to love yourself, really love yourself, and to operate at a higher level, to operate at a level that's spiritual, infinite, soulful, limitless. Then now we're starting to enter into the realms where miracles are going to happen through you, from you, because that's what you are.
So, for people who are having just a really tough time, either with finances or with their health, can the Way of Miracles help them?
The way miracles helps us tap into how to replicate, reproduce a miracle self every day. So to operate the self, from a miracle fashion, miracle perspective. That's if you have things going on in your life that are tough, economically, socially, spiritually, personally, relationally, you know, it comes down to what I just said a few minutes ago. If I'm operating at a higher self, I'm operating at a soul self, and I'm really reaching for the sky, reaching for the highest possible production of amazing human capability that I can. Now, whatever happens to me doesn't have as much impression, won't have as much power, won't have as much won't have as much of an out of a reach over me. If I'm running out of money, I'm having financial problems. As long as I have my spiritual nature at its highest possible plane, then that financial problem is going to be as great a problem. It's not going to be as worrisome. It's not going to be as bothersome. It's not going to be as impressionable. So it still comes down to you and me. We are the miracles, and we're the miracle makers. And it comes down to our work, our hard work, cultivating a spiritual perfection. And it's hard work, but you got to concentrate on not getting caught up in the lower echelon of energy, the lower energies. Because it's easy when you take a problem to feel like you got knocked off the wall, and you're scraping on the ground trying to stand up. You're having a hard time getting back up. That's where a lot of people end up. Very difficult. You want to think in terms of reach higher, reach higher, reach higher, reach higher, reach as high as you can. Reach as high as you can. I mean, I, 42 years ago, I started doing my work. I've seen 60,000 patients in 42 years. 60,000 patients in 42 years. I just had a man in last week. Seven tumors in his lungs. He doesn't have any tumors in his lungs anymore. They're gone. 100% clear. I just saw a woman today who was told that because of nerve compression in her optic nerve, she'd never see again. She can't see. She got grandchildren. She's dying to see my grandchildren. And they told her that she'd never see again. I just talked to her today. She's got 20% of her vision back. And she's ecstatic about that 20%. So it's a matter of my mind. My mind is convinced. The word no doesn't come into play at all. The word yes is what I think. So can I fix the situation? Yes. Can I help the situation? Yes. Can I make it a better situation? Yes. Can I do that by making myself reach higher in spirit?
I know in your book you share about superconsciousness. I'd love for you to share what superconsciousness is and how this relates to making miracles.
Consciousness is the highest that a human being can get. Superconsciousness takes the human being into the divine realm. So I believe that we have we're unified with the divine. We're unified with the divine. So we're unified with the divine, and we go to superconsciousness. We enter into that realm. So we're no longer in the realm of limitation. Consciousness is beautiful. It's important. Superconsciousness is miracle making. That's what I refer to as superconsciousness. That's the awareness that we have that goes above and beyond the norm. So we take the time to develop consciousness and really work at it. Instead of meditating for 10 minutes, meditate for 50 minutes. I meditate 3 hours a day. I get up really early, really, really early. I get up at like 4:30. I meditate for an hour and a half. And before I go to bed, I meditate for another hour. I think it's a question of just really working hard at wanting to become the best concept of self that you can become. You can become sacred. You can become unified with the divine. That's super conscious. That's a super awareness. Super awareness. You become the meditation.
So, when you meditate, what does that look like? Because I know so many people struggle with meditating. They get, they talk about the monkey mind, things, they keep getting thoughts. So, how do you approach that?
I surrender. I allow anything to come in. Anything that wants to come in. I'm not going to fight you coming in. I'm not going to worry about if it's something good or something bad or anything like that. I'm not affected by the property around me and within me. So if I have some kind of nervous thought about something that happened in the morning, some anxiety about the health of my best friend or something like that, or bills that I owe, I don't think about those things. So I surrender. I go to the meditation, focus on the meditation, and whatever tries to come in is welcome to come in. Fight you. Just to let you come right in. Doors open.
Well, on that note, we're going to pause here for a quick break. We've been speaking with Dr. Mark Mincolla in regards to his award-winning film and book, The Way of Miracles. You've been listening to Moments with Marianne. We'll be right back after these messages from our sponsors.
Are you an author, speaker, or expert who is looking for more publicity? Visit radioguestlist.com and sign up for free interview requests from shows looking for guests. Radio Guest List is the #1 free booking resource for radio, podcasts, and TV talk shows who are looking for experts like you right now. Visit radioguestlist.com and sign up today to get the visibility you deserve.
There comes a moment when you realize you're somewhere special. When you discover that each beautiful creature that you see has been rescued from a life of absolute horror and brought to this incredibly free place. Here's where their lives were forever changed and where yours will as well. Discover over 500 tigers, bears, and lions at the brand new visitor center at the Wild Animal Sanctuary just outside Denver. For more information, visit wildanimalsanctuary.org. Discover true freedom at the Wild Animal Sanctuary.
Internationally recognized and award-winning author Judy Goodman works and teaches outside the box of limited thinking. Working with people from every walk of life, her goal is to empower you to be the best you can be, no matter what the challenge is. Born with the gift of seeing beyond our normal vision, she has an extraordinary gift of working with every challenge. Teaching beyond conventional wisdom, her work is described as life-changing. Visit judygoodman.com. That's judygoodman.com.
I'd like to thank Jason Eastwood at Guitarfulness for sharing his inspiring music and talent with us. His music is known worldwide for cultivating atmospheres of harmony, inner peace, and clarity. Visit Jason's website at guitarfulness.com. Join his newsletter, be part of his community, and download his music. Welcome back to Moments with Marianne. We're here today with special guest, Dr. Mark Mincolla, in regards to his award-winning film and book, The Way of Miracles. Before we left for break, we were talking about how you meditate, and you explained how we really don't need to get into this state of keeping our mind blank. And I think that that's so refreshing for so many people because we deal with constant thoughts that are coming through our minds. Wow.
It's all about surrender.
When we elevate our awareness to access the collective cosmic mind, what is that experience like, and what can we expect to find there?
It's unifying. It's pacifying. It makes us feel more peace, more unification, connected to the universe. Where we are the universe. The universe is us. It actually fulfills us, makes us feel more fulfilled and more filled full of spiritual energy. When you surrender to the universe's way, you become more energy than matter. You become energy. You just surrender to the fact that energy is what you are. Energy is what you're expanding. That can expand your energies to limitless capability. And I think the way it feels, what it feels like to me, it feels like love. It feels like you know how when you feel those good moments with your friends or your family, holidays or something like that, and there's just this feeling of unity, feeling good that you're with people that love you and you love them. And I think about that and when I move into the universal realm, meditation or prayer. I feel that way. I feel like I'm fortunate enough to recognize the importance, and I do recognize the importance. Feeling unified, so that I feel like I'm connected deeply, lovingly. You feel peace, feel confidence, safety, all those beautiful things, and all the beautiful things you feel when you're unified. You feel unified.
Can you share with us your award-winning film, The Way of Miracles? I know it's it's won, I think it was like 17 awards last counting. It's such a profound movie.
It is. It's came out really good. It's pretty special, and it's all about working with the viewer and with the viewer to understand how who they are, who they really are, who they really are. So I think that the first problem with The Way of Miracles is identity crisis. I see we all suffer from an identity crisis. We don't know who we are. We don't know that we are a soul. And one of the things I had people do, I direct people from the book to go to the nearest mirror and look in the nearest mirror, directly into your eyeballs, in the center of your eyeball, for 10 minutes without interference. 10 minutes, no disruptions, no phones, no disturbances, nothing. Eyeball to eyeball, 10 minutes. I say you feel the essence of your presence. What about those words? The essence of your presence. Essence is super fine. Super fine essence is like paper thin essence. It's etheric. The essence of your presence. The essence of your presence is your soul. Identify your soul. Put you in an awareness, a zone of awareness that is very powerful. Very powerful.
I know both your book and your film share how we can generate these fields of infinite possibilities. Can you share what that is for our listeners?
Yep. I think that when you think about infinite possibilities, it's you're talking about energy. Energy. But the first distinction is energy versus matter. And we now know that all life is 99.9% energy, 0.01% matter. When you think about it, we're, we're thinking in material terms. So our limitations are material. If we take the time to go outside the probe beyond that umbilical, probe beyond the placenta, the spiritual placenta, probe beyond that spiritual placenta, is to leave us this limitless universal awareness about who we are, about how we are. We are universally expansive, no end. And to take the time to tap into that is the most powerful thing we can do. That's the most. So the identity. We need to solve the identity crisis. Before we do anything, we need to solve the identity. Before you can heal, before you can produce miracles, before you can become the miracle, you have to overcome the identity crisis. We're not the egos that we think we are. We're not the material selves that we think we are. We are a soul. Our soul. So look in the mirror, look in the eyes, see the eyes, feel the essence of your presence. We're a soul. That corrects the problem. Then now we're ready for anything.
Wow, what a powerful practice to get down to that real basic who we are.
It's incredible. Yeah, you can't be who you are until you know who you are, and you can't know who you are until you've consciously, superconsciously lived in that self. The objective is to superconsciously tap into the infinite that you are. You are the infinite. You are the infinite. Okay, you are the infinite. Tap into the fact that you are. Tap into the infinicy that you are. Is the beginning of the process. That opens the door.
So, can everyone create their own miracles?
Absolutely. I think everyone is a miracle. I think the way that we're all born, our mother and father. It's the whole process. It's incredible, amazing. But we don't have to. There's no ending to it. There's no end. There's no end to the miracle. We are miracles. Our miracle doesn't end with us. It starts with us. It doesn't end with us. And then after we reach beyond the realm of mortality, we go deeper into the realm of immortality. Our miracles become much more special. Become much more easily commanded, easily constructed, easily shared. Become really more a part of who we are. We're more a part of our true identity.
Once we understand that connection, that deep connection. And I love how your book walks people through how to make that connection.
I think it's a matter of taking the steps. First step is the identity crisis. You got to overcome the identity crisis. That's our starting. Look in the mirror. Look in the eyes. Start it off right there. That's the beginning. Then from there, you want to share. You work with unity. Work with your unity. So you start off by tapping into yourself, the truth in the true self realm. Then you want to work with unification, sharing the self with other selves at higher levels. I mean, the relationships that we have are there's such incongruities in the relationships we have with other people. And there's a beautiful relationship waiting for us to happen. Real love, true love, real love. So take the time to tap into your identity as a loving self, and then be looking to share that loving self with somebody else, with everybody else, with anybody else, and to have the realization of our true self, and then to venture out into the world with it, venture out into the universe with it. It's beautiful.
In your book, you say that intention is an important part of miracle making. Can you explain how that all comes together for us?
We have to materialize whatever we want. We have to materialize it. And things have to materialize. They have to come together. They have to congeal and they have to form. So energy materializes. And I think that the objective with our work in miracle making is to take the time to congeal, to formulate the self, formulate our soul, formulate our ability to manifest. It requires manifest. So we can want something, we can start creating things that are really important to us spiritually, to grow, to evolve, to expand, transform, all possibilities. But you have to take the time to really connect with that consciously, very consciously. Take the time to connect to the truth about who we are, like I said a minute ago, and to accept unconditionally the people around us. But we can become so spiritually evolved and really embrace the self, which is important. Love the self, which is important, and then not accept somebody else in the world that we live in. We share with the world. The objective is to share openly, to unify, and the objective is to produce an acceptability, respect for the people around us.
Wow. I know it's your book and film, The Way of Miracles, is discussed as the adventure for the mind and spirit, where miracles, take place, where they begin, and it doesn't happen randomly. Can you share a little bit about that with us?
randomly. Random is an interesting word. I think that the universe has a random nature to it. Like, for example, there's somebody that I haven't seen in a long time, a friend that I haven't seen in a long time. And this morning, I thought about him, and I thought I'd really like to see him again. I'd just like to check in on him. I hadn't really talked to him in a long time. I wonder how he's doing. And I saw him in the car. No way to work. Is that random? I don't think so. I think that the universe, we are the universe. But there's an important factor. There's not the universe over here and me over here. It's separate issues. A blend. It's all one blend. And so I'm putting out that energy, that manifest energy from my mind, my soul, my spirit. I really like to see John. I've seen him in a long time. How he's doing. I put that out there, and he's bound to come see me. He's bound to pull up next to me at the red light. So that random to me is the same thing as universal design. I think randomness is universal design, and I think it's a matter of believing in it. If you don't believe in it, it's not going to happen to you. It's not going to happen for you. The idea of manifest requires your permission, your enthusiasm, your excitement. If you pour your enthusiasm, your excitement into that which appears to be random, random's going to become really powerful. Manifest is powerful. Random is part of that process. We transition from random to powerful. That's going to get really interesting.
Well, thank you for taking the time to share that with us. I just, I find your work not just so impactful, but it is probably some of the most empowering work someone can undertake to have a life that is filled with miracles. And I think we all need that.
That's why the book was written and the film was made. I felt like I spent 42 years, 62,000 appointments, believing in miracles and creating miracles. I mean, I could share so many stories with you right now. You could do this all day. And I believe that that's normal. I believe that's a norm. It's to be able to produce one of those miracles is a norm. I expect that. I don't take anything less. Nothing. I don't accept anything less. That's it. It's either miracle or nothing.
If someone has purchased the book and they've also watched your film, The Way of Miracles, and they need more help, can they reach out and work with you or maybe one of your trained associates?
Absolutely, yes. 781-817-3444. 781-817-3444. Absolutely. Well, that's what we're here for. That's why these offices exist. Here to facilitate this growth process. Happy to help. I think when one of us helps, when one of us makes the decision to help the world, the universe, we all receive. That benefit comes back to us.
Well, Mark, you're such an inspiration. Where can our listeners connect with you and learn more about your work?
They can go to markmincolla.com. They can go to 781-817-3444.
Well, Dr. Mincolla, thank you for taking the time to be on the show with us here today.
Man, it's great being with you. Great seeing you again, too. I look forward to seeing you for more in the future.
Well, thank you, Dr. Mincolla. It has been such an honor to spend this time with you and to talk about The Way of Miracles. The book, The Way of Miracles, is available to Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and everywhere books are sold. And remember, support our indie bookstores. If you don't see it on the shelf, just ask for them to order it. The Way of Miracles documentary is available at thewayofmiracles.com, and it's streaming on Gaia. So make sure to check it out there. This award-winning film features commentary from Deepak Chopra, Bruce Lipton, Shamini Jain, and many other luminaries. Well, we're at the end of our time today. I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in. You've been listening to Moments with Marianne, where we make every moment count.
In a single moment, your life can change. Moments with Marianne is a transformative hour that covers an endless array of topics with the best of the best. Her guests are leaders in their fields, ranging from inspirational authors, top industry leaders, and business and spiritual entrepreneurs. Each guest is gifted and a true visionary, a recognized leader in her own work, and while teaching others to develop, refocus, and grow, Marianne will bring the best guest and sometimes a special surprise. Don't miss this. You never know just which moment will change your life forever. Make sure to tune in and visit momentswithmarianne.com for more information.